Chapter 1 Software General Introduction. The headline section will display the current software version and manufacturer. Tools section have 4 tabs, including Start, Draw, System Analyze, and Advanced. Region section to display all graphics. Control panel has 2 sections of running control and running parameters. Message board shows all status and warnings. Layers section for different layers cutting. 2. Graphics open, import. Only one file can be opened in one session, but you can import as many files as you may want it to. After all files have been opened or imported, we can save all graphics into one file for further use. Three. Graphic drawing. Under the Draw section from the tabs, we could draw line, circle, rectangular, and text. We could always manage the size from the layer section once the pattern is chosen. Zoom in and zoom out to any size can also be applied to graphics and text. Four. Cutting preparation. Before we start to cut, we need to open or import a file first. Additionally, we resize the pattern after we open it up. We may also make the graphics mirrored or rotated. And before cutting, we could array the graphics to the number we wanted to. We can make them as a group and undo it. If it's necessary, we may also add lead lines and micro joint before cutting. But always remember, we shall check the lead line every time after we add it because the lead line may be too long to cross the graphic itself. The last step before we finish the graphics is to sort the cutting order. We provide many options such as from left to right, top to bottom, and small graphics priority. After we finish the graphics, we can simulate the cutting track to make sure there's no mistake. Five, cutting method in layers. Here we set up some examples for different thickness metal cutting. Example number 1, we put thin metal in green layer and set it up with thin metal cutting parameters, such as direct cut, higher speed, lower cutting height, and higher gas pressure. Example 2, we put middle thickness metal cutting in light blue layer and set it up with middle thickness metal cutting method. Section drilling, normal speed, medium cutting height, and medium gas pressure. Example 3, in the blue layer, we put thick metal cutting method and choose gradual drilling, and we need to set the drilling height and the gradual speed. Additionally, in this software, we can choose unfollow cutting and cutting with film. Six, operate the cutting machine. Before we click Start button to cut, there are a few more things we might be interested. Under the Run Control section, we can test if the head follows directly, if the gas and the laser work properly. And we can also go frame before cutting. During the cutting, we can pause anytime to check and click Continue to cut continuously. In emergency circumstances, when we click Stop, we can always use breakpoint to retrieve the breakpoint. So after emergency clears, we can continuously cut from the breaking point. 7. Scan cutting. We can apply scan cutting method to circle array and rectangular array. We select all and press the scan cutting button. After we click the simulation, we can clearly see how it can do the scan cutting. For more information, you may visit www.AU3TECH.com.